What's good, boys? Today I'm going to talk about why it's important to stay composed when trading. Starting with today's price action, I was bullish to this 4 hour for value gap. Right, this was our 4 hour. This was my main draw on liquidity. Why? Well, because we were bearish. Right, we were bearish a few days ago. Then we tapped this daily fair value gap, and we tapped the weekly fair value gap on ES, right? So we perfectly respected it, as you can see, and then we needed to, of course, rebalance the range. And our next high time frame for value gap was this 4 hour. Okay. Also, we had some really nice low resistance, which I absolutely loved. Like, look at this perfect low resistance. Okay, 9:30 opened. We had this 30-minute below us, which I wanted us to manipulate into. That's exactly what happened, and then we took a 30-second inversion. I'm sorry, I don't have the 30-second chart because I don't pay for TradingView because I'm broke. uh, I don't have TradingView. I trade on TradeC. So I took this 30-second inversion somewhere around here. But instead of taking profit where everyone took basically at this data high, instead of doing that, I decided to hold. Okay, this was my break-even point. This was my break-even point. This data high, and my TP was up here at the 4 hour for rally gap. I know 300 point TP, right? Unfortunately, we tapped the data high, and then we hit my break-even. Whoever took this 2 minute, I don't have the 2 minute either. Whoever took this 2 minute, I am so sorry. You are gonna be unprofitable for a long time, bro. That was such a pattern trade, such a pattern trade. And okay, people validate this 2 minute by saying we have data low below, bro. This is not considered a data low. Okay, you can go and backtest this. This is not considered a data low, and you're telling me this data low will defend will defend all of this low resistance liquidity plus this 4 hour for value gap. Okay, we already tapped this zone. We did not need to take out this data low, which technically isn't even a data low. This is a data low. Okay, this is the data low. You can say it was this one, but like from this, you can say this was the data low. Okay, but the data, my bad, the data high. What the fuck am I saying? You can say this was the data high, but mainly this was the data high. Okay, so 8:30 wick, 8:30 wick. This is not really relevant. You can go backtest it. When a data candle makes like a small wick like this, probability for it to get taken is low. Of course, it depends on context, because if we would have been bearish, then yes, it would have been totally another story, because if we would have been bearish, we would have taken the data high and then short, right? Short if we had low resistance, or I don't know, any good draw. But in this context, no. We were bullish. We were bullish towards this 4 hour, towards this low resistance, and we did not need to take this data low. Okay. Took out my break even, then it moved, and I decided to take a re-entry. Why? We did not tap a 5 minute. We did not tap a 5 minute, but I was so confident in my draw that I decided to take a re-entry right here. Also a 30-second inversion, but I don't have the 30-second chart. This was my next trade. Okay, something like this. Yeah, with my TP up here. Okay. Guess what? Yep, I got stopped break even. This was my break even. We literally edged this 4 hour. We edged that Asia high. I don't have the indicator anymore. Whatever. We edged Asia high. We edged the 4 hour, and then we came back to take my break even. Then 10 a.m. came. I absolutely loved this trade, but the only thing was the lack of true manipulation. Okay, true manipulation. If you don't know what that means, you can go watch a YouTube video on it. It basically means both ES and NQ manipulate and have reason to distribute. Okay, in this case, only NQ manipulated into our 15-minute gap, leaving ES um, with a 15-minute gap at our stop loss, which I really do not like. Okay, I absolutely do not like that. But I took the risk. I under risked, and I took the risk considering the strong draw on liquidity and a little bit of low resistance formed. Okay. So my next trade was somewhere, I don't even know, to be honest, probably also a 30 second, and it was something like this, it was TP up here, and my break even spot was this swing high. Guess what? Got stopped break even. Got stopped break even. There was no entry anymore, and I really did not like to take a long in this. We had low resistance at our stop loss. If you would have, like, let's say if you would have taken this long, we could say you had low resistance at your stop loss, okay, and ES still uh hadn't manipulated at the time of this trade, okay. I saw some people taking a shitty ass pattern trade somewhere in this chop. I don't even know where. It was like a 30 second, also 30 second, or a 1 minute. I don't even know. No, we don't have any 1 minutes. Um, this, if you took anything in this, uh, just remember, if you took anything in this, don't take this. Don't trade in this, okay? Because you literally have low resistance at your stop loss, and you don't need to be trading in chop because, of course, something is bound to happen. As you can see, what did this chop lead us to? This low resistance liquidity accumulation. It led us to the 4 hour being touched, and then of course both ES and NQ touched it, so true manipulation, and then we started going down, of course, rejecting out of that 4 hour. Unfortunately, I did not take this 3 minute, which was A plus, because I was way too married to my bias. I'm gonna be honest, I was way too married to my bias. I was married to longs because I wanted to see a deeper retrace into this 4 hour. Uh, Not a good analysis from my part, but it wasn't even light bulb, to be honest. Like, okay, it had 170 point stop. You really didn't have any TP other than the 930 wick, which, yes, is a really good draw, but I feel like at this moment you didn't really know if you were gonna flip bearish or continue bullish. Okay. Uh, in order to know if you were gonna continue bullish or flip bearish, you needed to see this 30-minute as a condition. Okay, that's the thing. So it wasn't really light bulb. Yes, mechanically it was A plus, but context wise, I'm not mad I didn't take it. Okay, it was a really good trade. If you took it, good for you. Just next time, be careful and analyze really good, and don't trade without a context. Okay, because this trade, um, of course, I saw some people targeting the 15-minute on ES, which would have been awful risk reward because ES was already down here somewhere at the time of this trade. So that's what I'm saying. It would have been good only if you had the courage to target the 930 wick, um, or I don't know, data low as you call it, whatever, data low. Um, Other than that, I wouldn't take it if you were to target the 15-minute on ES. Okay, what's my prediction for the next days? For the next days, my prediction is bearish. Why? I mean, of course, as I said earlier, this was my condition, and we perfectly respected that. Like, I actually got a little bit of FOMO when watching this. I'm not gonna lie, but fortunately, I didn't do anything. Um, my next draw, I don't even know, to be honest. I'm just bearish. I'm just bearish. We are respecting 4 hour gaps. We are respecting this daily. I mean, just bearish. I just want us to just rebalance this range. because we are so overextended right now. We are so overextended. At least if we come to equilibrium, that would be so good. Like that would be actually perfect. But yeah, careful trading all-time highs. I mean, we're not really at all-time highs anymore, but careful trading all-time highs. What can I say? Don't marry your bias, but also stick to your bias. Okay, stick to your bias. You need to be confident in yourself. Uh, Follow your rules. That's the only thing you need to do. Follow your rules and execute. Your only job as a trader is to execute. Okay. You see the setup, you take it, win or loss. You journal it, you move on. Same day tomorrow, same time tomorrow. If you don't get a trade, it's okay, bro. It's not the end of the world. You're gonna get it tomorrow. I took 3 break evens today, and I was in 2R or like 1.5 R of profit in both trades. Okay. Yeah, I know it's shitty, but that's trading. That's trading. Thanks for watching. Drop in the comments what you would like to see more. And by the way, I've made a Discord link in the description. Thanks a lot. See ya.